Welcome back to S.WigginsTV. You already know it's your host, Worldwide Wiggins. I'm back with another Compton classic, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? We got a hood. A lot of people is overlooking, you know what I'm saying? It's a very important hood, bro, on the west side. And you know, we got some priceless history, bro, that you might not find nowhere else. You know, I know, shouts out to the youngins out there, you know, that did the interview on other platforms, but I got an OG perspective, man. He gonna break it down, man, and this is gonna be nothing less than dope, man. And, you know, I like to give a special shout out, Free Weezo from the Swamps, man. You know, I ain't forget, man. And let's get straight to it, man. I got OG Gator from Original Swamp, Compton Crip. How you feeling, homie?
I'm good, little homie.
Oh, yeah, man. It's a pleasure to have you, man. Let's get straight into it, man. How did OG Gator become familiar with the Swamp Compton Crip?
When I was young, homie, a lot of the older cats, they liked me because I knew every cuss word in the book. You know what I'm saying? And so when I rolled down the street on my little big wheel or something, they like, hey, they go Mad Marty, they go Mad Marty. You know, and I start cussing them out, and they loved it. So they start like, well, throw it up, little Marty, throw it up. And they showed me how to throw up the S. And I started loving it, homie. From then on, I was in love with it. You know what I'm saying? Seeing the big homies down the street, and I was still in elementary school. But they were solid. And I loved that. And they loved me because I was just a bad little kid, period, homie.
For sure. And what year was this, just so we have an idea?
It got to be like 79, 78, because I was like in elementary school. I was like 4th, 5th grade.
4th, 5th grade.
Man, they was, and I was loving they get down. And then, you know, I didn't go to school in Compton when I was in elementary school in L.A. And across the street from my grandmother's house, my cousins stayed there. And I used to see like Raymond and Lil James Compton and Chocolate, all them from 11-8 Shaq Boys used to be across the street. My cousin was one of them. And I used to just love they get down on me. They was just like, hit a whistle, motherfuckers start coming from everywhere. You know what I'm saying? And I just love their style. I told my cousin, I was like, man, I want to be a Crip. He was like, no, you're a swamp boy. You still in the swamps. But they used to laugh at me. You know what I'm saying? Because they know I was just loving the style, man. Loving it.
All right, man. You know, a lot of people I spoke to, other homies, you know, they hit me with the rumor that I need you to clear up. Were the Swamps, you know, originally affiliated with Paul Rules, or was that false?
No, that's false, Tommy. We didn't want to be Crips or Paul Rules for what the big homies told. We stayed Swamp Boys for the longest. And what made us become Crips, one of my big homies who beat up Putin, knocked him out.
What?
And they went over there, yeah. My homeboy Donnie Tatum knocked him out. And they went and came back, got a gun, and came back and shot the homie and killed him. And after that, we wanted whoever was on that side of town, it was on and cracking.
Oh, yeah.
But for a long time, you know, like Tookie had a boys' home in the hood. And we was like, man, the big homies was like, man, we ain't Crips or Power Rules, homie. We Swamp Boys. And, you know, but when that happened to the homie Donnie Tatum, homie, who had hands, he was like 15, 16, 17 years old, he had hands. And when he knocked dude out and dude went over there, somebody else came back and they shot the homie and killed him. He was on.
Wow.
He was on.
So pretty much, y'all been beefing with West Sides and Campanellas this whole time since the existence of Swamp Boys, right or wrong?
Yeah, them, the Fives, all of them.
Oh, man.
Yeah, because we like right there off of Compton Boulevard.
Right.
Crossed over Compton Boulevard, you got the, Campanellas over there, then over there, NHB West Side over there on the other side of Avalon. We right there. Right,
so y'all go from like, y'all got a Tarrant or whatever. It's a street in the middle, but it's y'all go from
we from Avalon, Alondra, Redondo Beach, and right there at Enterprise, we end right there in that little field.
All right.
Right there.
For sure. Got it. Now, OG Gator's getting older. Now, do you end up going to like Centennial or Compton High, or where did you end up going?
I went to Compton High for 1 year, and then my 11th grade year I got locked up. I graduated with Fred C. Nellis on me. I was gone from 84 to 88.
All right, for sure. Now, we seen my little documentary, man, with y'all in the, the Tanners, man, the Lantanas, that is. Can you break down how, I don't like the Crip on Crip beef, man. Can you break down how that even started, lightly without any...
And it wasn't supposed to go down the way it went down, because them was our cousins.
Right.
A lot of we was Swamp China. Them the homies, you know what I'm saying? And basically, like us, we all went to Enterprise together from the 7th grade to the 9th grade. And we knew each other. We grew up with each other, you know what I'm saying? I done went over to sleepovers. You know how you have sleepovers when you little kids over each other's houses and stuff? But see, now, a lot of, like, I got some homies from my hood, they never lived over here. But they banging the turf tough. And they didn't grow up with them the way that we did. Like, even when that was going down, like, all the older cats, man, I still be over in Lantana Hood. They still would come over here and kick it. But the youngsters, they knew who they wanted to get at. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And we squashed that before it got even bad. We had to squash that on me. That was a must.
For sure.
And the little beef didn't even last long on me.
All right.
Luckily, nobody got killed.
Right. For sure. That's dope. Now, that's really dope right there.
A couple people got plugged, but nobody got killed on me.
Yeah.
But my little homies, they've been trying for war for ages. You know what I'm saying? And that's how they really kind of kicked off with the Lantanas. It shouldn't have went that way, but they didn't know. The homies they ready for warfare all the time. Because they've been beefing you ain't never had no break, homie.
Right. At what point did y'all develop, okay, we gonna rock green?
Man, I'm gonna tell you, we the first step. I'm gonna send you a picture of me when I was in elementary school, and my mom never really knew why I loved this shirt, because it was a spray green rag. And that was like that's like mid-70s, homie.
For sure.
That's what I mean. Before, like, everybody started wearing the blue and the red rags. We wore green rags since the 70s, homie. That's always been our rag.
Okay, that's
From back when we was Swamp Boys.
Right.
Green rag.
And by the way, for the record, who founded the Swamp Boys? Do you know the name of the OG?
Man, I'm gonna tell you like this, homie. I'm 56 years old, and I'm probably like 5th generation. So I got homies, man, that's old. Just back in the days, that's who used to fight against the Klan. All the spook hunters and all that was the Swamp Boys. Because on one side of our hood was just straight swamps. People used to come over here and fish and do all that, and they got that name, being Swamp Boys. Just to fight off, the white people that was coming on this side of town. Doing shit.
Oh.
And I heard stories about, like, when black people first started moving in my hood, white people started moving out, but before they was leaving, when black people used to leave to go to work, they would turn on their water hoses and put them in their mailboxes in their houses, trying to flood the people's houses out and shit.
Oh, man.
So,
wow.
And they used to have little groups. They used to come over and try to jump out. It's like, you see, like back in Mississippi or something.
Right.
So the homies formed they formed their own little gang. They was the Swamp Boys. That's been like, man, that's like folk Crip and blood. Before all that other, what they call Slausons and Gladiators and all that those, the homies, man, we was straight Swamp Boys.
All right. That's cool, man. You know what I noticed in y'all area over there by Laundry, I'm not sure because, I could count on my hand the amount of times I've been over here, but It's not a lot of Latino hoods, to my knowledge, at least. Have y'all ever had any, beef with like any Mexican hoods in that area?
Yeah, I mean, at one time I was locked up when I heard it kicked off with the people in Gator, G13s. But like,
Oh,
the 155 homies is them the homies. You know what I'm saying?
oh, okay.
And they like way on the other side of Central, but we went to school together. You know what I'm saying?
All
But the
right.
only Mexican beef I know that was real bad was when we got into it with the G13s.
All right, all right. Is that still a thing, or it kind of died down?
Oh, that's done. It's over with. I mean, the beef, it died out.
What about okay? So, Lil Rooster, man, he came on the platform. He did mention it. He treaded lightly, but how did the thing jump off between y'all and the Centerviews?
The interviews,
Yeah.
um, they was fire rules on me. You know what I'm saying? They on the other side. It
Right.
was like when they first made this Hemingway Park, we never had a park. So we was like, this gonna be our park. But it's right across the street from their hood.
Oh,
Even though the park was like right in Lantana Hood, but the Lantana was like, Swamps, y'all finally got y'all park because West Park was their park. We used to always hang up at West Park, but when anyone came in, we like, okay, yeah. So we started beefing over that park with them.
oh, all right, all right. All right, so now when you became an adult, man, at what point did you say, all right, man, I can't do this forever? I'm going to slow down. Get, I'm gonna try to get this legal bag, man. And, at what point made you say, all right, man, it's time to slow down with it? I'm always be from swamps. I'm a swamp boy for life, but, yeah, got kids now. Got to slow down.
It was like this. I mean, when I got locked up, when I was 16 in '84, and I got out in '88. Before I got out, I already knew what I was going to be doing. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand how people can do a long stretch and get out and ain't got ain't got a plan. You know what I'm saying? And
Right,
I knew, like my dad was the strongest. But man, if you looked in the dictionary under man, my pop's picture gonna be right there.
right, right.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like in my neighborhood, everybody on my street had a two-parent household. Their mother and their father was in their house.
Mm.
And a lot of us really didn't have that. Shouldn't have been out here doing what we was doing anyway because, we had that structure. But I knew when I got out that I got to change. You know what I'm saying? And then I kind of got put on like a unit where it was like 80 people and only 15 or 20 of us is black. But all the blacks is here is Crips and some Bloods. But we all riders. We wasn't looking at it at the while. I was looking like, this dude got my back. I got his back. It ain't all about the cousin blood thing no more. And when I got out on me, I knew I'm doing what I'm doing. Like right now, I talk to my little homies. I think you go get your social security card. I think you help you do this. Come on, we're gonna fill out an application. You gotta do this, this and that because
Oh, yeah.
that's a dead end, homie. You know what I'm saying? And we ain't doing nothing but killing our own. And that ain't cool.
For
The,
sure.
the guy that looks like you is not your enemy, homie.
Real talk.
And I like how it's going down now because a lot of people are getting out now and they see, like a lot of lifers are getting out and they saw everybody had to have each other's back. And they're coming down and bringing that to their neighborhoods now, which is cool. And I love it. Like we went over there, man, straight did the Campanellas doubted us. They wanted to do a ceasefire. It went down like about 4 or 5 years ago and it's still sitting up to this day.
Wait. The Campanella Park Parus approached y'all for the ceasefire.
Yeah,
Right. Now, ain't nothing wrong with
yeah.
that. I ain't trying to clown or nothing, but, it's these internet trolls out there, trying to spread BS narratives and false rumors. So, I just had to repeat
Right.
that. Yeah. But yeah, for
Nah,
sure.
bro, I could stamp that because I was me and one of my homeboys. Matter of fact, I'm gonna send you the picture. Me and one of my homeboys was the first one that went over there and talked to him, and at their park, and that was like the dude that was, in control of running them, like introduced us to the dudes from West Side. He's my homeboy right here from the swamps, and we sat down there and chalked it up. And that thing, the little homies went over there. They sitting up, everybody talked and rapping, and it's been cool ever since.
For sure.
Ain't nobody been going to jail. Ain't nobody been getting shot. Or none of that, homie.
For sure.
And like I said, we've been beefing with them since the Flintstones. So, for it to come the way it is now,
right.
that's a good thing.
So I'm going to ask you something else, man, before we get up out of here, man. Like I always ask everybody. In your time, you know what I'm saying, in Compton begging, man, have you ever seen an enemy, maybe a Nella or a West Side or a neighborhood, Paul Road, and been like, hey, you seen him, he was out of bounds. You could have got him, but, probably knew his mama or went to school with him, or it just was, you like, you gave him a pass? You ever had one of those?
Not in the early 80s. Not before I went to YA. I saw you was on the cracking. You know what I'm saying? It was on the cracking. You know how that was. You could spot one of them from way down the street.
Right.
That go one right there. You know what I'm saying? But after I came home, man, I I had a lot of time to think about a lot of stuff,
Right.
And I done ran across some older cats from over there. We just sat up and had a drink, homie.
You know what? I'm glad. I said that was gonna be the last one, but one more, man. So you came home in '84, right? So
No, I left in '84. I left in '84 and came out in '88.
Oh, in '88. All right. Well, still. So you came home in '88, right? So was it hard? Because '88, you already know that was the Ronald Reagan crack era, the money era. Was it hard to say, hey, man, I'm going to stay away from selling dope because I know the consequences, it's going to take me, going to take me down. I'm going to go to jail. I already been to jail. I just came home. Or did you deal with that?
You know what? I knew I wasn't going to do that. I knew. I mean, and to be honest with you, man, my pops wasn't having that on me. You know what I'm saying? I was 20 years old still, but man, I've disappointed them enough. You know what I'm saying? For somebody to be like, oh, where your son at? He ain't way in school. You know damn well he ain't way in school. He in jail somewhere. I embarrassed them enough. And it's like, when I first came home, a lot of my little homies was doing it. They're trying to get me to go to Denver, come over here to Oceanside, come over. I'm like, nah, I'm finna go to work. Pops was like, he finna come work with me at the shop and do this and that. And I start seeing, like, from 84 to 80, I'm seeing dudes that just got out, and they coming right back. And they like, man, I got caught with this. And whoop, whoop, whoop. I was like, nah, I ain't doing this.
Oh, right. For sure.
And like right now, I've been on my job 28 years.
Oh. Gotta clap it up, man. That's what's up, man. For sure, Gator. I'm proud of you, man. Much love, man. That's a good example to set for the youth out there. And so all you youngers out there, that's a role model right there. 28 years on the job, man. Because that life only leads down two roads, man. So you can make it out, bro. You can't say no. You can make a difference,
man.
Bro. Right, man.
I'm telling you, youngsters, man. You get behind them bars, it's a total different game.
Mm-hmm.
It don't go that route. It don't make you a man. It only means that you failed. So don't envy that lifestyle because it ain't cool. It's not. I wouldn't wish what I went through. Man, I'm telling you, homie, I'll be sitting here lying to you if I tell you it ain't been a night that while I was locked up, I never shed a tear. Like, what the hell am I doing here?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You gotta be mentally retarded to go back to that, homie.
Right.
Really, you do.
Hey, it is what it is, man. OG Gator, Original Swamp Compton Crip, man. I appreciate you. S.WigginsTV. We out of here.